Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with the Times from Dr. News from in and around the universe that are so amazing, so crazy, so breathtakingly weird that even Rod Serling, who hosted the Twilight Zone, would look at this and go, what the? Okay. Now, of course, there's been some weirdness going around, of course, over the last day or two because of the fact that Bradders and Jodie showed up at the BAFTAs. Thing is, I was holding out for a little bit more news because I really didn't want to bore the hell out of you just showing you stuff from the BAFTAs. Plus, yesterday, a major fan campaign's going on to save the program Lucifer. So I was spending my whole day, when I wasn't at work, hitting the hashtag save Lucifer and hitting the hashtag pick up Lucifer. And so I was pretty busy. So that's why I didn't get around to doing a video that day. All right, so let's get into what I do have, because guess what? Things took a weird left turn. Now, let's hop onto it, shall we? Moving on. Okay, now George Baker popped on the Twitter and dropped this one. Apparently, he says that, quote, an old character is returning to Doctor Who. Production had been talking about it for the last few days and have been asked to keep quiet. More location filming is due for the next few weeks. Now, the thing is this. George doesn't normally just rattle off bullshit. He's generally pretty reliable. When he hears something like this, he's usually on the ball. Now, of course, he's been very careful because he doesn't want his source to be revealed. Now, we found out recently that a fake filming location was dropped into a group on Facebook that was supposed to be for extras. I found this out through girly letters, that so that they could find out who was, the BBC could find out who was leaking filming locations to the public. So that's where the whole Barry Island thing got started, I believe, was because it turned out to be a location for Casualty. And the thing is, we kind of think we know which one of the extras is playing ball with the upper floor, so to speak. So, real nice of you to bend over to fandom probably for a couple of, maybe an extra $50 in your paycheck, or 50 pounds, I should say. But okay. But now the only one question I had to ask George, because I wanted to make sure, because somebody's been regurgitating this rumor on Facebook. Again, I did ask him, please don't tell me this is the K9 thing. And he said it is definitely not. So whether this is a classic character or not, he will not reveal. You see, RTD old, classic old, I have no idea. It's a big character from the way my source said it. And but like I said, I just asked him the question because somebody's regurgitated the K9 theory. And once again, the K9 that was shown in Gosport in the photos was brought there by fans. And when I even showed you a diagram a while back, is a video I did called K9 is not in Series 11, where I definitely show you it is not the filming prop for K9. It's a homemade one. It's a well-made homemade one, but it's not the K9 prop. So it's not K9, and we don't know who it is. But if this is true, and chances are, this hopefully it ain't a planted story like the filming location was, then good on them. I hope they do it. So okay, so he said it's definitely not K9. Basically, I want to say. So please quit spreading that garbage all over Facebook. All right, moving on. Here's Jodie Whittaker on being the 13th Doctor at the BAFTA TV Awards. This is like 2 minutes long. And if you'll notice when you watch this video, there is, the BBC have such low regard for the show. Tell me or tell me not that please try to tell me that's not a red TARDIS, a red police box.
How special was that?
Oops, I slipped. So I'm going to leave the link for this video so you can go watch it for yourself. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. And of course, somebody here's a couple more photos. I just thought these were cute because, Jodie making some, faces at the camera. Moving on. And speaking of making faces at the camera, she did make a short video behind the scenes for Bradley Walsh's Instagram. If you're not subscribed to him, it's bradderswalsh. And I'll leave a link to this one here for you as well if you want to go watch it. Okay, moving forward. Here's another lovely video. Like I said, now the thing is here, oh, you're just kissing ass. No, I'm not, because in this video, she talks about how excited she is to be, doing this show, that it's absolutely incredible. They also said, look, it's being done on an epic scale. And as we know, Double Negative Effects, who, by the way, won an Oscar recently. Remember them? They won an Oscar is doing the special effects for Doctor Who in Series 11. And it seems like they are aiming at a more cinematic scope, according to what we've seen camera-wise and setups and whatnot. So, interesting thoughts there. Okay, unfortunately, all right, now, get ready for Laughs Ahoy. Because I have to mention this, because somebody sent me a link to a video. And the thing is, I've been trying not to be anywhere near this particular channel because I have no interest in it. But people keep sending me links to it. And I was like, okay, I got to see what was he getting at here. And somebody, let's just say, I don't want to call them moronic, but seem to think that the BAFTA nomination for the Must-See TV Moment Award was for Jodie's regeneration appearance at the end of Twice Upon a Time. No, you moron. It was for the 13th Doctor reveal. Now, don't take that personally, you folks out there, because the person who did this, you know who you are. So maybe next time, before you make big videos bitching about a subject, maybe you should make sure you should do a little research and even read what the hell you're bitching about. All right, moving on. So they lost to Blue Planet 2, sadly. Seems like Doctor Who's getting no respect at all. Maybe we ought to change the show to Dr. Dangerfield. Oh, it's just getting crazy. All right, so seems like they're getting snubbed at the BAFTAs a lot lately, especially Peter Capaldi, who put in some amazing performances. Okay, and this is a cute one. RTD bumped into an iconic Doctor Who actor and took some selfies. He, of course, ran into William Russell, who played Ian Chesterton, who was one of the very, very first companions of the Doctor, starting in November, back in the very start of the series. So it was kind of cool that he ran into him, because I could swear if you go to his Instagram page right here, you'll get more photos than just this. I don't know why they were, being, chintzy on the photo department here, because they used the same one twice. It's like, just run over to his Instagram, take a look for yourself. All right. Lastly, Billie Piper is going to make her directorial debut with Rare Beasts. Apparently, it says she's a mother and an actress and an in-demand who is involved in great projects. So she's reported she's going to make her. We just got past that part. And most recently, she's been gaining rave reviews for her performance in Yerma, which is, the show in New York. And now she's about to direct, of course, Rare Beasts, which is being described as an anti-rom-com. And Western Edge Pictures, production company behind the movie, said, quote, "It's a dark and funny anti-rom-com with a theatrical edge. It's also a fascinatingly personal comment on the price of modern feminism." So, interesting photo, interesting setup. It's nice to see that, now Billie Piper is throwing her hat in the directorial, ring. Considering we've already got Karen Gillan there as well. She's out. She's got that one, The Party's Just Beginning, that, she's put out and directed. Okay, so lots of interesting stuff going on. Like I said, I die laughing when there's people out there whining and complaining about something, and it turns out they aren't even anywhere near the right topic. It just breaks me up, man. Okay, so that's about all I had for you, really. The Jodie and Bradders, the BAFTAs. If you want to look for those photos, you can find those all over Twitter, all over Facebook. Of course, you're going to get a link in the description box for the ones I showed you. And also, like I said, I talked to George because we've collaborated, back and forth. He also got me one of my autographed photos from Pearl Mackie, and he said no, it is not K9. So I wish to God people would get off that rumor already that it's K9, because somebody brought a prop to Gosport. Just like when the one news service was saying there was a Dalek lurking about at Gosport, and it was very obviously a fan-made one. It wasn't a bad fan-made one, because I've seen a lot worse, but it wasn't that good either. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't screen accurate, but I'd still love to own it. All right, so that's all I had for you, Rose. So take care, ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay on the right side of the freedom wall, baby. Good night.